And the Clippers are signing veteran guard Chris Paul to a one-year, $3.6 million contract, reports NBA insider Chris Haynes. And we heard a couple of weeks ago, this will likely be the last season we see Chris Paul suit up for the NBA. What was your immediate reaction for this, Theo?
Why does he want to go out like this? Why would he join the island of unfit playoff performers? Like, outside of Kawhi Leonard, I just honestly don't understand that move. Like, Bradley Beal, what do we expect from him at the end of the year? James Harden, we know what to expect of him when it comes to the playoffs. And as great as Kawhi was in those playoff runs pre-2000, there's a reason why he hasn't been that, or excuse me, pre-2020. There's a reason why he hasn't been that since, and it's because everything below his hips and below, are torn to shreds. They are a bit worn down. He is not able to withstand a long playoff run. He has not shown that. And now you got a team full of guys that have a lot of question marks when the clock turns May, including Chris Paul himself. I, for one, wanted to see he or Russell Westbrook in their careers with a championship. It is hard to be an elite point guard, to be at the top of your game at that position and at that size and lead a team to a title. Their careers are going to be diminished and downplayed forever because they likely will both go ringless. And Chris Paul is tethering his hopes at a title to the Clippers. I get the reunion thing, but get the hell out of here if you think you're going to win a title with that team. In the West, at that.
Was Clippers Chris Paul the best Chris Paul we saw, or was he better with the Rockets?
No, the Hornets. I still contend the Hornets. I will never forget living in Missouri City, Texas, Southwest Houston, kicking it. I had this SpongeBob TV. It was a TV that was framed around like actual SpongeBob.
I had
it was
the same
actually
one.
Weird and quirky.
Yeah.
You had that one? It was cool.
Yeah, the yellow one.
Yes, the yellow one. And I will never forget watching the playoff series. Pelicans, I think they were the Hornets at the time. Hornets versus Mavericks. Chris Paul whipping Jason Kidd's ass and staring him down every single time as he went back on defense, yelling out, "You can't guard me. You can't." It was very Anthony Edwards-esque. Chris Paul used to be a dog, an absolute demon. At 6 foot tall, back when he was also way quicker, way faster, way more explosive, could get around anybody in the league. Like, he was electric when he was with the Hornets. David West, Tyson Chandler, Peja Stojakovic. Like, that was an incredible team in the late, it was like around 2008, 2009. Like, he's been doing this thing for a while. That was the best level Chris Paul I've ever seen. The most cerebral Chris Paul, while he still had his athletic prowess, would be the Clippers. And I'm sure he would admit that's his prime as well because of what he was able to do with Slam City, with Blake Griffin, throwing lobs to DeAndre Jordan and all of that. But the best I saw was back when he was a young pup, barking at dudes like Jason Kidd, who's now coaching. And I'm sure he would love to be barking at him in the playoff series again.
I got to
Still
say,
with the Mavericks.
One of the most underrated nicknames, Point God. That's tough. That's awesome.
Too hard. Point guard, CP3, Chris Paul is the man. I hate that he's never going to get his due. He's a very annoying player to go against. He was very weird to guys in the league. He had a lot of, riffs with folks. But I like me some Chris Paul, and I'll never forget the memories of watching him as he ascended into the league.